up on the Parliament Hill, and the sun very beaming today, and you wouldn't know there was a pandemic on if you just arrived here from somewhere in outer space. We're counting the days, the weeks, the months that this country and the global societies are in lockdown. Kids are going stir crazy, adults are going stir crazy, and they really feel like now have had enough. And as Julian Assange sits in that rotting pit they call Belmarsh Prison, facing the risk every day of having some terrible virus, and denied all his human rights and his right to see his counsel, his family, his friends, things that we are now getting used to since our crazy government, unable to test even the frontline staff, let alone the good citizens of the UK, and their needs in a medical crisis are overwhelming, are much starved of funds to National Health Service, and people's essential supplies, their economic needs, and everything that you would normally associate with staying alive. Here, in the depths of the trees and the woods of Hampstead Heath, you get a clearer picture of what's going on and what they've done to Julian, they are now doing to us. And here, Boris Johnson, Dominic Raab, Priti Patel, and apart from Jeremy Corbyn when leader and Diane Abbott when shadow Home Secretary, did we ever hear any words of support for Julian Assange? This lot, these political leaders, they're lightweights, they're corrupt, they're venal, they're nepotistic, and they do not have our interests, our best interests of surviving this pandemic without huge casualty rates. It's not acceptable. You can't treat your citizenry like this. It's a form of ethnic cleansing. Take out the old first, and then winnow whoever's left. And going back to the so-called herd immunity idea, where everyone gets it and those left standing are those left, is unacceptable. And I've said it before, go home and die quietly, please, is not any form of rational response to what's been inflicted on us by the callous and brutal UK regime. EF Press trying to keep up with a bit of walking on the time for Parliament Hill, Parliament here of one, and I pass a resolution that we get rid of this lot as quick as possible and start spending our own money on the good people of the disunited kingdom. And so, a final word, EF Press, on the beat, on the heath, and looking pretty tall.